Hello guys and welcome. This is Bart13T giving you another great commentary today. This is a different tournament. This is actually going to be live. This is not a replay, as you can see. Here we have MSI versus ToD, but first, this is the UNGL HoN Cup. $500 prize, I believe. There's some good teams in this tournament. There's MSI, as you can see. ToD should pose a little bit of a challenge here. PHB is in this tournament. Bra is in this tournament. I believe they're pretty decent. I'm looking through the list right now to see if I can find anything else. Kiwi, I've heard of them. That seems to be it, but still, I mean, KDE's in this. Okay, so there's a few I might have missed, but let me get to this game. I'm gonna bring you a few more games this week from this tournament, but here we go. MSI, Fresh Fry doing the work on the captain slot. We got Todd Leo the Lion. So first pick, MSI is gonna be that engineer pick. And let me just get through the bans. We got Plague Rider, Hellbringer, Soul Reaper, Accursed, and Ophelia all banned. So a lot of pushing heroes. Strong nuke power from Plague, Soul Reaper as well. I'm trying to see. So Fresh bans Ophelia, Hellbringer, and Accursed, and Leo bans Soul Reaper, Desham, and Plague. So I'm not too sure really what these teams are going for. MSI going for their typical push strat. They're gonna have Engineer, Polywog, Priest. Oh, maybe not. Looks like Todd caught on here, and if they can get some of those pushers, then it might come down to a farm. So you can't really cut ToD out so quickly here. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just I gotta do one thing. My apologies there, guys. So we have Zephyr and Defiler from ToD, which are two good picks. I mean, I think Zephyr is a good anti-push hero, at least in my opinion, and the reason for that being of his ultimate's got a great slow, so they can jump the gun on him if they want. They got the Defiler silence, which is nice, plus the long range nuke, and her ultimate will take away from MSI's push strat, because I do see them incorporate Defiler. I'm gonna guess we'll see a Polywog Priest in this next pick, as well as maybe Slither, and then they can later turn that into a carry. I missed one, I missed two. So they know, I guess since the Defiler was picked up, they're not going to go with the push strat anymore. They're going to swap. They got Magnus and Corrupted, although Engineer still in that lineup is nice. I like this lineup. I like how they changed it up here. To go from push to sort of a semi-carry strat's pretty nice. And what else can I say? I mean, Engineer, he still brings the pushing element. Magnus as well, maybe with his Volcanic Touch, but you don't really see that in high competitive play. CD, good semi-carry. But let's go back over to ToD here. Glacius and Polywog Priest. Glacius is a great support hero. Probably be with Zephyr. I imagine the Mana Aura is always nice. That stun slow will help for Zephyr's Cyclones to really get around and in and start to do some work. Polywog Priest, another push hero, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him used as a ganking hero in this match. I think the reason for that pick is so if MSI were to use it, they could definitely take it away. I'm pretty sure Todd knows what they're doing here. I like the way they've gone with their picks so far, and I'm curious to see what their last pick is. Before we get into that, let's get back over to MSI. Last two picks, Valkyrie and Blacksmith. Interesting picks, although I do like them. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a fresh solo mid Blacksmith, although with the nerf, I'm not too sure if he's such a great ganker anymore. I'm trying to think who else is going to be. I don't really know what their lanes will be, but then again, that's going to be up to MSI in a little bit here. Maybe a roaming Blacksmith, so that way we get CD lane, Valk lane, Engineer combo with Magnus wouldn't be too shabby. But now that I really think about it, MSI still got a great AoE portion to their lineup. Magnus and Engineer, both two great AoE ultimates. But, I mean, when you look at Todd, I mean, Polywog Priest great AoE as well. Zephyr's got great AoE. Succubus, his good crowd control, and I think they really kind of picked that out pretty nicely here. Although 4 stuns on MSI might be a little bit tricky for Suck to get a full ultimate off. But that little disable can do so much, and she might even be used to gank early on. I'm surprised MSI really didn't pick the Suck Valk lane. That's a nice lane, really. I mean, the Sleep Arrow. But then again, Todd is proving themselves to be a semi-contender. Now, I'm looking at the bracket still here. MSI beat UM4D first round, and ToD beat HUI first round. I don't really know too much about those, but yeah. So it looks like we're about to get underway here. We got Fresh Firefly, K, Dookie, D-U-Q-I, or I believe, Trixie Rexy, and then for ToD we have Leo the Lion, Tyrannosaurus, I screw Ophelia. You can make your own words there, I suppose. Roleplay and Triceratop. So it looks like we have team of animals on the right side. But yeah. So let's see. I can work with ToD's lineup. I do like it, as I've been saying. I think they have a good push component to them. They also have a lot of nice gank, and they do have a good disables here. You get the silence from Defiler, the sleep ult from Succubus, and then you have two disables coming from Polywog, which is just great because now this very rarely happens, and if they can work it out like this, then that would be great for them and ideal, is if they can CC everyone but Corrupted, Succubus will not only get a full ultimate off, but we'll have the Defiler ultimate to come up, and on top of that, Zephyr's things will really do work. Let me get you some lane distribution here. Fresh is going to pick up Courier, and Magnus will have wards, so we'll see Blacksmith go bot with NG, CD solo mid, that leaves Valk Mag top, and I think the reason for this is the slow stun bottom will give a double stun, give NG some time to do some damage, and line up the bomb. Let's get over to ToD's lanes. Zephyr Glacius are going to be in a lane, which is the support hero, so that's acceptable. We'll get the Defiler solo mid, so I like that, and Suck Poly bottom, which isn't too bad because they definitely do have an escape route if they need it. Poly's got wards, Succubus has got wards, so they're all taking wards here. They're going to make sure they get the upper hand, get that map control that they want, and they're going to really be able to just kind of step up the game. Now the Courier was bought by Glacius, so that was his role of support here. Looks like we might have a small encounter here. Magnus coming down the side. Ophelia could be in a bit of trouble. Sorry, that was the hero. Zephyr's going to pick up DD though, and they're looking to cram here. 4-second stun on Glacius, but Zephyr's got the DD. They're going to need to back up. I want to see if he can hit this Gust, because if he hits this Gust, he might be able to go on and get some work done here. CD coming up. They might be able to trap him. They need to figure there's something out here, because Zephyr could be in a bit of trouble. Here comes Glacius. He gets the slow. Bloodlust down bottom though for Trixie, and they might have a double kill, but a good Gust there by Zephyr to kill two. But instead, Corrupted Disciple comes in with the Electric Tide there, snags one. That's a double kill off the bat for Fnatic MSI, and they snagged the kill bottom as well on Polywog Priest. Now, I don't know who got the bottom. Trixie Rexy got the kill down bottom there as engineer, I'm guessing, with the bomb. And yeah, Polywog got caught out there going to place wards, and it cost him his life. And I think Zephyr got a little bit overconfident there. Miscommunication definitely in that top lane. With Zephyr still trying to pursue, Glacius just kind of leaving him out to dry there. Had that have been better communication, I believe Zephyr would have survived. We would have had a lot more harassment for his side in this top lane, but now he's going to scoot back here. He's got his axe, so he'll try and increase his farm best he can, and I'm sure he'll be able to do that just fine. He won't have too many problems with that, but he needs to make sure he gets those cyclones up, uses them to heal, uses them for the damage, and maybe get a gank off to kind of counter here. It looks like we might have a kill 3 down here. Succubus could be in a bit of trouble. Blacksmith still in pursuit. He's got his stun. He's going to use it. That's going to be 3 kills now. And now Polywog Priest is going to stick around to try and do something. And now he goes down. Double kill Fresh in the bottom lane. So that puts MSI up 4-0 in the beginning stages of the match. Is not a good sign for ToD. They really need to just sit back, get their harassment done, and farm. If they can get Zephyr going and get a push off early, that'd be really ideal for their team, I think, at this point anyways. But in the mid, Defiler looks like she's doing her job here, getting her harassment off. Unfortunately, CD has his bottle, and he's going to be looking to rune control, and if Defiler doesn't go, he will beat her to that rune. And I think she's really debating it at this point in the game, and it looks like she's going to go bottom. She's got the health coming up. It's really going to be a race to this rune. If Defiler can control it, she won't have too much trouble. Valkyrie now getting a little bit painstakingly caught out here. Glacius could be in a bit of trouble. The one more auto attack does it, and the leap away. Well done there by Trick.